Hey guys, so I am back at it. We are starting to film a lot more videos and I'm very excited to be back. This is not my new space yet. I'm still in the process of moving things into a new area, which I'm gonna have you guys help me a little bit in the decorating and stuff. So I will take you guys along that journey of creating a filming space. So we're gonna do that together. But anyways, today's video is going to be about my favorite products that I tried in 2022. So 2022 was a very interesting year for me. I feel like, okay, so there was a lot of launches, but not that many, and I'll be honest, not that many that really excited me. And some products were not like really 2022 launches, maybe things that I tried in 2022 that I really enjoyed. So I'm gonna do a little combo here, like showing you guys like the products that I think are the best. So if there was something that I liked, but you know, like it's good and it's really awesome, but it's not like the best, it's not gonna be in this video. Just for warning, so if you see me use a product a lot, but it's not in this video, it's because I don't think it's the best, right? So before we go ahead and start this whole video, one of the most important things for me is always, what is your favorite products of the year? Maybe we have similar ones. So go ahead and comment right now. What was your favorite product from the year? And let's see if we had anything similar. And also, I like to read that at the end of these videos to kind of like see what you guys are trying that maybe I should try in 2023. I'm gonna start off with something that I really love, and I think it really was like the best find that I found this year. Actually, there's two best finds that I found this year when it comes to foundation. Charlotte Tilbury's Beautiful Skin. I am so happy that I found this foundation, guys. This is a gorgeous foundation. Now, how does it work best for me? This is my every single day foundation. I use this every single day. Now, it's a little bit thicker. So what I do, I always mix it with moisturizer. So this is my CeraVe moisturizer. I pour a little bit of this on my hand and then I pour this, mix them together, and it creates the best consistency. It looks amazing. It's not thick. I leave it on like, it's like kind of like the way I create my own tinted moisturizer, right? And I love it. Like this product to me is the best. I wear it in 6N. I can't say anything else. I love it. I love it. I use it every day. And I do think that it's made my skin better. Okay. So this I do think has kind of helped to clear up any blemishes that I used to get. I hardly even get a pimple anymore. So the other thing that I found was also from Charlotte Tilbury. Might as well just get both of her products out in the beginning. The Beautiful Skin Concealer. This is also fantastic. So she released two skin products that I think were the best almost of the entire year out of every concealer I tried. I love this one the most. So it's the Radiant Concealer. I wear it in 6 medium. I think that this is phenomenal. I always put it on with a color corrector because that's the way I like to cover my under eyes. But you know, some concealers, like they're too dry or they're too thick or they like get into lines or I feel like I have to set them. I have set this. I have not set it. I have just thrown it on just to cover up blemishes and I have loved it every single way. So this is great. I really do love it. All right, so this foundation, the Armani Luminous Silk, so this is not new. This is actually very old, but I never tried it. But I tried it this year. I love this, especially for camera work. So if you're somebody who's gonna be in pictures or you want that like going out foundation that you're gonna wear when you go out with your friends and everybody's gonna take out cameras and you know you're gonna be all over Instagram and all of these apps, you're like, okay, I need something that my skin looks good in all the pictures. This is what you should get. It's the Luminous Silk from Giorgio Armani. So good. I wear it in 5.75. It's actually what I have on today. Like I said, when I've been filming lately, this is what I put on just because I really love the way it looks on camera. It's a little thicker for my everyday. That's why I like the Charlotte Tilbury one mixed with a moisturizer, but it's so good. And yeah, that's a great foundation. So I'm excited. There was some really good, especially like foundations and stuff, which is weird because I don't think that this year was like the year of complexion or anything like that, but I found a lot of good complexion products. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about this one. So I started off the year being skeptical about this product because of how much it cost me, and because I really love the Rare Beauty Cream Bronzer, which last year I tried and I loved it, and I still love it. I still use it all the time. So I hadn't really used this one because of the price tag, and I was like, well, should I really like it? Oh, I like it. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer. I forced myself to use this. I think it was mid-year, like, Christina, you really got to start using this. It's the Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. I get it in 2 medium. I forced myself to start using it, and I kind of regret it because I do really like it and I don't want to repurchase it, but I probably will. But the Rare Beauty one is also really, really good. So if this is out of your price tag, I'm definitely not saying that this is a must-have. You can go the Rare Beauty route, the stick cream bronzers, and they're amazing as well. But if you do have a little bit more money to spend and you were thinking about this one, I do really like it. It's really, really nice. I have it on today. When I don't want to look extremely bronze, but I want a very even bronze, I grab this one. When I want a little bit of like a deeper bronze, I will grab the Rare Beauty. I find this one mixed with the Hourglass Ambient Edit, the one that has the 3. I always use the one that's medium. If you mix that together and you put it on this, I just think it does the perfect bronzed look. So I really like this. I like this, especially now. Like, this is like my winter, spring bronzer, and then in the summer I grab the Rare Beauty one because it's a lot deeper, and I feel like it's more of like my summer bronzer because I start to tan. Okay, so this is so good. Lawless Forget the Filler. I don't even know if I talked about this last year, so if I didn't, I wanted to put it in this video because I use this product non-stop. So this is like a lip gloss. It's supposed to be a plumper, but it's not like a plumper. So I don't like plumpers because they're uncomfortable, they sting your lips, and I don't see the point in them. This is supposed to be a plumper, but it does more of like a smoothing effect. Like, it smooths out the lips. So I put it on top of like every lipstick and it smooths out the lips. You get a little tingle, but it does not hurt or ouch, or you don't feel like your lips are exploding. It just smooths the lips, which is the point. It just makes your lips look plump. And I love that. And I have it in a lot of the different shades. Lawless actually sent me this one in PR, I guess because I talk about it so much. But yeah, I really do love it. I think it's a fantastic product. And I'm happy to have the bigger version because I've got all the little minis and one of the bigger like cherry one that they also sent me just recently. And yeah, this is a great product. I love this. What else? This. Okay, so this is from Charlotte Tilbury again, and she released this brightening under eye like powder. I'll be honest, when I first saw this, I said, like, you know, like I always think that these things are gimmicky, like brightening powders and stuff, but I love this. Okay, so it's a very thin powder, and I use it from my under eyes, and I do think it does a brightening effect, but it also just serves like a powder for me. So I'll just powder my skin with this. I used to love the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, I think it's called, the regular powder, but every once in a while when I use that too much, I think it could clog my pores. I find that this one's a lot less thick. It doesn't clog my pores, and I really like the way that it works on my skin. So this one is a A+ for me. I really, really, really like this. Let's jump into an eyeshadow palette, because why not? Natasha Denona, so she released the pastel palette, and I know that this isn't for everybody. Like, you know, it's not like that color story. It's actually not even really my color story, to be honest, because I do more natural eyes. Like, I'm not very vibrant on the eyes all the time, but I love this because it is so unique. The quality is so good. There's a few shades here that I think that maybe they could have been a little bit brighter, but for what I use this, I've really liked it. So like, I will grab 2 colors within the same color family, so I'll use kind of like this, put it all over the lid, and then I will top it with one of the shades that are similar to it, and it looks so beautiful. And I love it for like the summertime, for the springtime. It does a beautiful like dainty eye, and it has worked really good for me. So I really like this, and compared to all of the other eyeshadow palettes that release, that they're so generic, they're so overdone, it all looks the same to me already at this point, that this was just a refresher. Like, it was like, wow, that's so cool. I haven't seen that in a long time. Like, nobody's coming out with pastel-y palettes, you know? So I thought it was a really cool launch, and I really like this one. Rare Beauty came out with some really good products, and I really like their lipsticks and lip liners. Now, the lipstick does have a scent of like a vitamin C. And when you put it on, somebody like me who smells everything does smell that vitamin C. But after using it multiple times, I kind of gotten adapted to the vitamin C smell taste, and I don't mind it anymore because it's very nourishing. Like the lipstick is very nourishing on the lips. It doesn't feel dry. I feel like I could just throw it on every day, and it's just like one of those really easy to wear lipsticks, and I really like it. The lip liner also, to me, are very jelly. They go on really good. I actually have the lip liner on today. My lips are Amarosa from Natasha Denona. Using this lip liner, this one here I believe is in the color Fun. Yes, it's Fun. And this is a really good lip liner. I'll line my lips with this, put this on top, and I think it looks phenomenal. So these two products were a really good, nice hit for Rare Beauty. Okay, so back to an eyeshadow palette. Patrick Ta, he released his second version of his first launch, and this is the Major Dimensions 2. I don't know if it was called like the Rose something. I have no idea. Major Dimension 2 eyeshadow palette. I really like this one, okay? So I think the formula of this one is a lot better than his first launch, but I do like the color story of the first launch a lot too, so I'm not saying like that one's not good no more. The color story and the formula were good. This one's just better. I think he improved the formula. I like this formula better. Love these creams for the eyes, and I'm not really like a cream eyeshadow girl, but these are really good. Love the color story. I feel like I grab this a lot, especially when I want neutral eyes that lean a little bit more of like that mauve-y color. They don't go too pink. It kind of stays more into like the zone that I like. It doesn't go too flashy. I love the glittery like metallics in here. They work so beautifully. I feel like it's just a really well-made palette. Beautiful colors, and yeah, I really like this one. Okay, so this is a product I did not expect. I didn't expect for this to even land on this list when I purchased this. I actually thought in my head, like, what a waste that I have to buy this product. Another one of these like cheek trio things. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So this is a cheek trio from Natasha Denona, and I don't know if I've ever put a cheek trio of any kind inside of a favorites video or something like that, because usually these like all-in-one palettes, there's always something that doesn't work for me, and it usually can't land itself in a favorites or a best of list, but this is so good. This is the perfect color for my skin tone. Like, if they could make the perfect color, it would be this one. It is so good for my skin tone. It matches so well. And these two highlights, even though they're almost like exactly the same color, I mix them together, and I love the way they look on the high points of my cheeks. This is like the perfect champagne-y highlight for me and the perfect blush for me. So this is like perfection. So yes, I have it on today. The blush and the highlights. I love this palette. This is like one of my favorite launches of the entire year from everything that I'm showing you is this, because I use it all the time, and it's so funny. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought this would be a favorites, which makes you go back to thinking like, that's why I see the importance of PR, because a lot of stuff that I pick personally that I think I'm gonna like, and that's why I buy it to try it, I don't know, like some of the stuff that I probably would have never picked up might be something I love. Like this was not PR, but I had that buying everything Natasha Denona, so I forced myself to buy things that even if I'm like, well, I don't know if I would like that, I buy it anyways to try it. And there's stuff that are like, wow, I would have not bought that because I probably would not have bought this. And look, it ended up being something that I love, like I really love. So this was a win. So Kaledios sent me this in PR, and this was the Smokey Nostalgia collection. I really love this one. So this is the brown version. What I do with this is I will use almost every shade from here, and then I'll mix in a black from either their collection or somebody else's, and I can do the coolest smoky eyes. I love this, and I really love this metallic. It's kind of like, it has like a taupe undertone. Oh, it's just gorgeous. So then I really like this. So Esum sent me their dual ended lip liners. These are good. Like, I use these so much. I mean, I think you could tell, like, I have gone through this side of this one. This one is going very, very fast. Like, I use these all the time. The other day, I had a red lip that I needed to do, and each one of them has, like, 2 different shades of almost the same color. So the red lip, I had a lighter one and a darker one. So I was able to do, like, a gradient with it. I never noticed how convenient it is to have a dual-ended, but within the same color family lip liner. And it has been a game changer. Like, you could see that this is more like makeup artist makeup, because it just makes so much sense to be able to do a gradient or to be able to pick between two colors and not have like a million pencils, having them on both sides. This is a great lip liner, super jelly, super, like, it's great. It's really good. I mean, if you don't want to buy something like the Rare Beauty ones, I would definitely say go the Esum route. I really like them, and you get 2 for 1. I mean, is that how you say it? Yeah, not one for two. Yeah. So another palette that was really good, and I'm not shocked by this. I usually tend to love these. This is the Pat. Oh my goodness, Pat McGrath Celestial Nirvana. Every year she releases these kind of palettes. I am not shocked that this year I really like it. I really like this palette. I actually have it on my eyes today. It is a little bit more fun, but if you really look at it, it's kind of neutral. Like, there's a lot of neutral colors in here. Okay, so yes, there's pops, but I do see a lot of neutral colors. I could see myself actually playing with this one more than even some of the ones from the past. Last year's palette, it wasn't my favorite one. The year before I liked more. This one is definitely my second favorite that she has released. I think it's so pretty. And the eye looks I've been able to create, I've really, really enjoyed too. So this was a huge hit for me. Really, really like this one. And finally, I'm only going to do an honorable mention of this one because I don't think that this is I don't think it's the best, but I think she did a really good job. So I am going to put it in here. Natasha Denona's Retro Glam. So we were waiting for this for many, many years for this to come out. And I think that it was done really good. Okay, so this is what a lot of people expected it to look like. I think the colors in here are great. I also really love the formula. Everything works like a charm. Like, she really put really good formula in here. The only reason for me it's not like the top tier is because it's missing some depth for the way I like to do my eyes. I'm going to be mixing this one with my retro I'm going to be mixing this one with my Glam palette. So Glam and this one together, I think, are going to be like amazing. But like on its own, it's good. It's really good. It's great. It has great quality. It's just missing a few colors that I would have liked to make it like perfection. But I could also be just like very critical of this one because I waited for it for so many years. But I do have to say, I think she did a really good job. I think she did a really good job. The packaging is gorgeous. The colors inside really are beautiful and they work like a dream. The last one I want to tell you about is a eyeliner. So KVD released their tattoo pencil liners, which they did send me in PR as well. I really do like these eyeliners. So there's only a gray one that I don't like, but all the other colors work amazing. They glide on and they are maybe a little bit better than Natasha Denona's eyeliners, which I love too. These might be just a tad bit better. I use them all the time. This one's the green one. I have every color, like so many of them, and the only one that I have used that I don't like is the gray. But other than that, all of them blend beautifully. They smudge, like you could do a smudgy eye look with them. They work like a charm, and yeah, loving the eyeliners. So that is it. Those are my favorite products that I tried in 2022, the best of the best. Like I said, I don't think that this year was like an all-star year for product launches. I don't think anything really shook me to the core when it came out, or some products made me excited, but they weren't as great as I thought they would be. So anyways, that is my favorites. So I hope you guys really enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.